Hello. I just realized it's been 10 days since you uploaded your last video. I'm a bit late, so here's your video. Really late. Alright, have you noticed, like I've noticed this, that you sound completely different in your videos than you do in real life? Like just kind of like the way you talk. Because when you're in like the video, it looks like you're trying to talk like softly and neatly and all nice and proper, and it doesn't like sound like you. You like when people answer the phone, it's like, "Hello, you've reached so and so company. I'm blah blah blah. How may I help you?" It kind of sounds like that. It's weird. It's just not like it's not weird, but it's just different. So yeah, thought I'd point that out to you. Oh, you said you wanted me to re-explain the fight, which it wasn't really a fight, just for lack of a better term, the altercation from last night. You wanted me to re-explain that so you could see my facial expressions, because my face is beautiful. I'm just kidding. Alright, so, as you know, last night I was leaving you voicemails because it was really dark and I was walking across campus and I didn't want to get mugged. So I was leaving you voicemails, and I didn't notice that she was like there was a girl walking behind me for like 2 or 3 of them, so I mean I assume she can hear everything I'm saying because we were like the only 2, so yeah. Those voicemails are pretty strange. I'm not going to lie, I had caffeine, so I was really hyper and I was trying to ramble, so I would say anything that kind of popped into my head because I don't like pause. Because that'd be boring when you finally listen to your voicemails. So they were pretty strange, and we ended up going to the same dorm. She lives here, in my dorm, and I guess she kind of freaked out. But, she was behind me for most of the walk, but after, like, I hung up for the last voicemail, I crossed, like, the last road, and the dorm was, like, right there. I just had to go, like, down the sidewalk and down the steps, and I would be at the dorm. And she kind of, like, got in front of me, like she was just walking faster, I guess. So we get to the door, and we have to swipe our cards to get into the building. And it's like a door. You open the door, and it slowly closes. So, I mean, I would have had a pretty good chance of catching it before it closed. I was only a few feet behind her. But she pulls it shut behind her, so that I can't get in. I have to get out my card and actually swipe it to get into the building. When she could have just left it and I would have gotten in, or held it open for me. That would have worked too. Most people are nice like that, but I think I scared her. And then there's only a few steps from the door to the elevator, and she tried to close the elevator on me. Like, I'm not gonna catch up. I'm not gonna catch the elevator. I'm not gonna like stick my arm in and the doors won't close. But she tried to close me out of the elevator. And I was getting angry, like, at this point. I mean, she was just being mean. And we were going up to our floors. And when I tried to get out of the elevator, she, like, okay, I was closer to the door. I mean, she was kind of, like, behind in a corner by the buttons. And I was kind of, like, in the middle, standing in front of the door. So it'd be logical to assume that I would step out first because I'm closest to the door and in front of her. But no, that's no good. So she tried to elbow past me, and at this point, I was kind of pissed off, and making me angry is not usually a good idea, because I'm not afraid to do stuff. So I kind of pushed her backwards, back into the elevator, and I'm assuming, like, thinking about it, there's, like, this kind of, like, bar thing, which would hit your back, I guess, if you, like, landed on it. But yeah, so she fell down and started crying. And I went into my room. Because I honestly didn't care if she was crying or not, because she was being a bitch. So, yes. The end. And I understand I'm a horrible person, but honestly she deserved it. She was not being very nice. Yeah. I really don't have much else to say, to be honest. My life's kind of boring. I've become a coffee drinker now to help me stay awake. And caffeine. Oh, you know what sugar does to me? Just think of me on caffeine with sugar in it. So that's fun. By the way, did you listen to those voicemails yet? You haven't commented on them to me yet, so we were just wondering. They're pretty good. I'm proud of them. Alright, you mentioned in your last video a list of facts, so I was like, oh, why not? So, 10 facts about me. Number 1, I'm a huge nerd, even though most people wouldn't guess, and they actually seemed really surprised when I, like, quote Star Trek or Star Wars or anything like that. Or Lord of the Rings. I like that too. Number 2, mentally, I'm about 5 years old. Yeah, there's really no explanation needed. Number 3, I never get homesick. Like, everyone's always, like, asking me, oh, do you miss home? Do you miss your family? I mean, yeah, I miss my family, but I don't ever get, like, homesick, like, enough that, I don't know, I don't, I'm weird. Number 4, I'm a bit antisocial, but I would change that if, like, I need to be social, even though I'm perfectly fine, like, being on my own. So, yeah. I'm a perfectionist. Yes, and this next one is kind of going off that. Even on, like, these notes, because I put, like, little notes, like, little bullets, so I can keep myself on track, because I have, like, major ADD, so I can just start rambling. I have notes on WordPad that no one will ever see, and I would delete as soon as I finish recording this. I make sure to spell everything correctly, have correct grammar and sentence structure, which is actually more than I can say from certain novels written by a certain writer named Stephanie Meyer. Number 7, I'm really blunt, which not a lot of people like, but I really don't care. They really shouldn't ask me if they want to know the truth. I'm completely ignorant of movies, songs, pop culture references, or as I've said before, pop reference cultures. See, that just proves it. Number 9, I tend to get aggravated really easily, especially if someone's being a jerk or immature, hence the whole altercation explanation before. And number 10, it's actually extremely hard to think of something which you don't already know about me. So I'm pretty sure you knew all, like, 10 of those. But yeah, I'm done. That was actually harder than expected. It took me over 10 minutes to come up with all those 10 things. I look forward to seeing your next video. Exam week is this week, so I probably won't get a response until, well, you only have like 2 exams, so I should. But yeah, good luck, and it'll be fine. I'm going to be freaking out, so if you can't get a hold of me, that's why. So yeah, good luck, and bye.